A couple of months ago, I went on a trip down to Cape Town to visit family, and this was my experience. When I arrived in Cape Town, I was waiting for my cousin and sister to pick me up, but then my phone died. The battery was so low because I remember the night before I left actually on a Thursday night and my phone's battery was 50%. I was hoping that the bus would have a charging point, but then they didn't have. And I was just hoping that my phone would stay a bit, have battery life by the time I arrived, but sadly it died. And I couldn't make a call because then I arrived at the station earlier than I was supposed to. I was supposed to arrive at 3 o'clock, but then I arrived at 2:30 or 2:15. And when I got to the bus station, I was looking for a charging point and I found one. Thank God. I was praying that I found one. But the moment when I found it, then my sister and cousin arrived because they planned on arriving earlier than myself so that I can just meet up with them. So we just praise God that they arrived in time and I went home. I rested. The bus trip was a long one. The bus was so uncomfortable. I couldn't even, I was sleeping in the same position until the morning, and when I got out of the bus, my back was aching, my legs were aching, everything was just aching. So all I wanted to do was just to go to sleep, and that's what I did for the rest of the day. I took a warm bath and then ate something and went to sleep. Woke up the next morning feeling refreshed and ready to take on the plans that we had for the day. So my family and I planned to go and have a picnic on the mountaintop and watch the sunset. Who doesn't like that? Cape Town is actually the place to be when it comes to just enjoying the beauty of nature. Definitely visit Cape Town and you will just appreciate what God has made. Before we left, we had to get ready and meet up with I can say she is family actually, meet up with our other family around 2 o'clock, but then because I don't know, every time when my family and I plan something out, we are always late. I don't know what it is, but there's always something that comes up. So we planned to meet up in town at around 2 o'clock, but then we couldn't because our family member was still busy. So then we agreed that let's just do it at 3 o'clock. So then 3 o'clock came, we left the house and took an Uber. The funny thing about this Uber ride, it was the greatest Uber ride. What happened was our Uber driver decided to run errands while we are in there. And that time we are trying to chase time so that we can see the sunset. So he told us, no, let me go drop something off and then we'll go. We're like, okay, that's fine. It's not like you're gonna take time or anything. So we went, he dropped off what he needed to drop off, and then we went on our way. Then he asked us, are we going to a party? Because we were all dressed up and all that for the picnic, Yeah, so we did the most of that. And my cousin said, no, we're not going to a party. So then the Uber driver is like, okay, I see you're not in a hurry. So then he started driving slow. I mean, it was so irritating because by that time we were like, the sun is gonna go down. We need to see the sunset on the mountaintop by the ocean side. And he just kept driving slow. I was dead. I was gone. I was laughing the whole time because I even blamed my cousin. I'm like, why did you say that? Why did you say that? Because we were in a hurry. But then we finally got to town and we went to KFC to get some food. Thereafter, we went to McDonald's to get some drinks, some milkshake.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It does. Welcome to my channel. We in Cape Town. We are hungry.
At McDonald's?
No, we brought KFC to eat at McDonald's.
And yeah, that was the snack for the evening. Afterward, we met up with our other cousin because he was not at home at that time, so we planned to meet up with him. So we met in town and then got into another Uber, and this time the Uber guy was actually, he respected that we were going to see the sunset. He respected our time, so he did kind of speed up a bit. So we did appreciate that because we wanted to see the sunset. But then again, we got there and he dropped us at a specific spot because he wasn't allowed. I don't know, there was like a police car somewhere which didn't allow people to pass cars to pass a certain point of the mountain. So he had to drop us off and then we had to walk all the way to the top of the mountain. But it was nighttime and the sun was already set and people were already there. There were cars even leaving at that time. But then, thank God we got there. We took the food, went on the mountain, looked at the view of Cape Town. Like Cape Town, the mother city, is so beautiful in the evening. It is magnificent. Oh my word, like if you go to Cape Town, you have to go to Signal Hill. That's where we were. That's where we were planning to see the sunset. But the night view as well is so beautiful. It was a bit cold. Actually, it was cold. It was freezing. And this time it was in winter. It was freezing. So we had our jackets on. The wind was blowing. And that time we even ordered milkshake. Like when we were eating there and drinking the milkshake, I was like, why didn't we get coffee or something? But we didn't know. It was our first time having the picnic on the mountain, but it was so enjoyable. There was this people with music who were dancing and just laughing and just enjoying ourselves on the mountain. So yeah, we enjoyed ourselves and all that, and we had to go back. We called an Uber, but then they were busy declining our ride because it was far for most of them and we were a lot, so we ordered like an extra large Uber, but then some of the people accepted our request, but then again they did not have a extra large ride. We were like, we're not gonna squeeze ourselves in that. So then finally we got an Uber. Took a long time, yeah. When you go to Signal Hill, it is a struggle to get an Uber. So it's better if you go with your own car, hire a car, go with your own car. Just do something as long as it's not an Uber, because it's really difficult to actually get an Uber up there. So we finally got into the Uber, and as we were riding on, I can say this is the highlight of this day. It was the highlight of this day. So as we were going and then we were passing in town, then we saw this guy. Yo, the honesty of this guy.
Where's the money?
Like, you know, some people, when they beg for money in the streets, some people do lie and say that no, they're looking for a job, they don't have money, no food, no this, no this. But this guy was so honest. He said he's not gonna lie. 20 rand for a beer. He just wants 20 rand for a beer. And then I was like, wow, I've never seen someone being so honest. So we gave him the 20 rand and it's like, he was so happy. And I was like, wow, the honesty of the guy. But really, honesty is the best policy. Honesty will get you far in life. So yeah, that was the day. I really enjoyed myself on Signal Hill with my family, and just memories. That was my experience of Cape Town. That was day 2 of Cape Town, but so much more happened during that weekend. On the Sunday morning, it was actually the whole reason why my family and I went to Cape Town, was because we were celebrating my uncle's birthday. So that Sunday morning we did some decorations, we blew so much balloons, and we made like the whole decoration was so well planned thanks to the creativity of my sister. Yes, shout out to her. Follow her on Instagram. But she would like it, but follow her on Instagram at LiQWYD Lusati. Yes. So yeah, she did the decorations of the balloon something. It was so beautiful. And then they ordered the cake. It was a surprise party. So then my uncle showed up. He enjoyed every moment of it. And then people arrived, family arrived, and we ate a lot. Of course, you know, when there's a party, there's always food. So we ate, we got full, we enjoyed, we were merry, we were all to the top. We even toasted some appetizer. It was enjoyable. I really loved that moment. I loved that my uncle loved that we surprised him, although he was not surprised, but he loved every minute of it. And yeah, that was actually my final day in Cape Town, my final like full official day in Cape Town. But that weekend was so worth it. Woke up on the day of departure and I was so sad to be leaving Cape Town because Cape Town is the place to be for me. Like, I love nature, I love the mountains and the ocean, and the atmosphere of Cape Town is so nice and peaceful and calm, and oh, I wish I could stay in Cape Town, but then again, I had to leave. So my bus was departing at 1 o'clock. Then I just decided, let me just order some McDonald's for the way, and my McDonald's order. Like, you know, on the app, they show you this huge, big burger, and then when you get it, it's like this tiny thing. It looked like a Happy Meal. I was shocked. I was expecting a big burger, some big chips, but no. It was this tiny, tiny little thing. But anyways, I got the McDonald's and I left. Got to the bus station in time, and I just had to say goodbye. It was so sad because it came out, but like, because the weekend was the most and I didn't have that much time to visit other places. But I was like, I'll be back. I will be back to Cape Town. So yeah, that was my Cape Town experience. I had a great, amazing weekend because I planned that trip last minute because I was indecisive. I'm like, should I go, shouldn't I go? But I'm like, it's Cape Town. Who doesn't want to go to Cape Town? So that's what I did. I went, enjoyed myself, had to come back. But then, yes, there was another Cape Town trip. So do subscribe, like, share if you want to see another one of Cape Town and other videos as well. And I will see you in my next video.